Donald Trump sits in the Oval Office in Washington, D.C., but his policies are reshaping lives thousands of miles away in Pakistan's Jacobabad. Here, where temperatures soar beyond 50 degrees Celsius, survival depends on one thing: water. But now the city's lifeline is slipping away. For over a decade, a US-funded water system provided clean drinking water to over 350,000 people. But with Trump's abrupt foreign aid freeze, that supply is at risk. Pumps may shut down, pipes may run dry, and families may be left with no choice but to drink contaminated water. Pakistan, already battered by climate change, now faces a crisis it didn't create. More details in our next report.
Even though Donald Trump sits in the White House, his decisions have ripples far beyond American borders. His policies shape lives in ways unimaginable, and sometimes in places he has never set foot on. And one such place is Jacobabad, Pakistan, one of the hottest cities on earth. Here, under an unforgiving sun, survival depends on something most take for granted: water. But now, Trump's foreign aid freeze threatens to take even that away. And Jacobabad isn't just hot, it's deadly. It's like a city on fire. Temperatures here regularly soar past 50 degrees Celsius, making it nearly unlivable. For its 350,000 residents, hope comes from a single lifeline: a municipal water system which is funded partly by a $66 million USAID grant. This system pipes in 1.5 million gallons of purified water daily from a canal 22 kilometers away. And without it, many have no other option but to drink contaminated water, or water laced with arsenic and disease.
कि सिटी जैकबाबाद बहुत ही हॉटेस्ट सिटी है पाकिस्तान की। यहाँ पर अगर गर्मियों में हमें ये पानी नहीं मिला तो हमें बहुत ही मुश्किलात का सामना करना पड़ेगा। आप देखें कि पानी जो है एक ज़िंदगी का हिस्सा है। पानी के बगैर तो हम नहीं रह सकते ना, इंसान हो या जानवर हो या कोई भी हो, तो पानी मोस्ट इम्पोर्टेंट है हमारे लिए।
But Trump's decision to freeze US foreign aid has shattered this fragile balance. Among the halted funds was $1.5 million meant to keep the city's water system running. Without it, the city faces a crisis of unimaginable scale.
अगर ये प्रोजेक्ट बंद हो रहा है तो इसके बहुत बड़े बुरे असरात लोगों की लाइफ पे होंगे, और उसकी अदर सोर्स है जो वाटर वेंडर्स हैं लोकल, वो गधा गाड़े का पानी वो एज सच कंटामिनेटेड होता है, तो उसमें काफ़ी डिजीज़ भी लोगों को हो रही हैं।
Pakistan's Hands Foundation, which operates the water project, never received an official notice about the aid suspension. They found out from the news, and the shock was immediate. Within weeks, 47 employees, including specialists who maintained and purified the water, were laid off. And now, the project is in the hands of local authorities who lack the skills to sustain it.
Since everything is just suspended, so we have to withdraw our staff and we have to withdraw our all services for this water project.
Now, Trump's aid freeze isn't just hurting Jacobabad, it's dismantling USAID, an organization that, since 1961, has been a global force in humanitarian aid. It has built schools, provided HIV treatment, and helped millions of refugees. And now, that work is being undone. On January 31st, a newly formed Department of Government Efficiency, led by billionaire Elon Musk, took over USAID operations. By February 1st, the agency's website was shut down. USAID Inspector General Paul Martin later warned that Trump's abrupt freeze left $489 million worth of American food aid at risk of spoiling. And the next day, Martin was fired. Meanwhile, in Jacobabad, desperation is growing. The Hands Foundation warns that unless another funder steps in, the water supply will collapse. With Pakistan already suffering from climate disasters, this could trigger a humanitarian catastrophe.
आम पानी है जो वो बीमारियां पैदा करता है, आम पानी है जो वो अंदर पता नहीं क्या क्या लेकर आता है बीमारियां, और जो बीमारी होती है जब गरीब को तो जाहिर है उसका खर्चा बढ़ता है, वो डॉक्टर के पास जाएगा तो उसको तकलीफ होगी। ये पानी जो है ये बीमारी के लिए भी बड़ा फायदेमंद है।
Yet, Pakistan is not the only one fueling climate change. It produces less than 1% of global greenhouse gas emissions, but it is paying the highest price. But unless something changes, unless another country, another organization or another leader steps up, Jacobabad's taps will run dry. And when they do, in the hottest city on earth, what happens next is too terrifying to imagine.
Merci beaucoup. Hi, how are you?
Very well, thank you.
Thank you for being here.
Namaste, Mr. President.
Bharat ke logon ko meri namaste.
How many people generally follow you in interviews?
Typically, in a month, we have viewers up to 150 million. That's more than twice the population of France. And in the last 2 years, we had 3 billion viewers. So I say, Laurent, this is your chance to be famous. You're on Firstpost. One word to describe your equation with Prime Minister Modi.
Amitié.
As India and France work together, are you creating a new era of non-alignment in the technology space?
India is a training superpower. 1 million engineers a year, more than all of Europe and the US combined. So we have that partnership. We have a partnership on the environment and the economy. We also have civilian nuclear programs, and that is something we've developed far beyond the France-India relationship. So we want to work together on AI.
And then comes China with its DeepSeek, creating models at a fraction of the cost. Did that innovation take you by surprise? Did that breakthrough make you sit up and think, what did the Chinese do and how?
But what did DeepSeek do? They took everything that was already available from the last AI model, and then they recalibrated it.
So are you going to ban Chinese AI in France?
So we don't have this American approach of banning tech because of where it comes from.